There's nothing a man should fear more than a woman who's comfortable being alone. You are now competing with me. You're not competing with other guys. I am good being alone. I am fine. So you have to be better than me. You have to make it so that I want to be with you instead of being with me. How are you going to do that? There's nothing a man should fear more than a woman who's comfortable being alone. You are now competing with me. You're not competing with other guys. I am good being alone. I am fine. So you have to be better than me. You have to make it so that I want to be with you instead of being with me. How are you going to do that?
Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shai is going to do that. First and foremost, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Heavenly Father's only begotten Son, Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rakak Wadash. Double honors to our apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Teach us His truth according to the Bible and rule well. And not the one of the sincere argument about the four corners of the earth, pushing this truth through diligence and sincerity and in charity and not Shalom. To all you sincere followers, believers of Yahweh Basham Shai, not just hearers of the word, but doers as well, you men, women, and children, hopefully elect Shalom. And man, as you can see, that's the mindset of a lot of women, especially the Israelite woman. All right, and the way she was snapping back and forth at the end, she has to be an Israelite woman. All right. Because all these other women of the other nations know that they need their man. Okay? And prophecy is going to play out to where, as the scriptures say, let's get Isaiah 4:1 real quick. 7 women shall take hold of one man. It's not going to be a why we need to be, fighting for you. You're going to be fighting for us. Who's the us? The men of the Lord. All right, the elect men. Okay? And Lord, well, I'm part of that number. And you sincere Akim. All right? Isaiah 4:1, in that day, 7 women shall take hold of one man, saying, we will eat our own bread and wear our own apparel. Only let us be called by thy name to take away thy reproach. So they're going to want to be your wife. All right, they're gonna want you to lay down and have sex with them, okay? Because they're gonna want to be protected. Contrary to popular belief, all hell's getting ready to break loose according to the scriptures, like we have never seen on the earth before, man. And these people, especially the women, is caught up in the ways of this world, caught up in the glitz, the glamour. All right. They don't understand what Yahweh Shemel Shai is getting ready to bring down the pipeline. Matthew 24:21, for then shall be great tribulation, such as was not since the beginning of the world to this time, no, nor ever shall be. And that's what we're living in. A time of great tribulation, which is called Jacob's trouble, Jeremiah 30 and verse 7. It's going to be a time of the descendants of Jacob, the 12 tribes of Israel, the Israelites, okay? The so-called blacks, Hispanics, Native Americans, according to the seed line of your father, wherever you've been scattered. And then, these women going to know then, all right? Once the Lord starts bringing, let's get some of the things real quick, and then we're going to go back to Isaiah. This is 2 Ezra 15. And 1, it says, speak down the ears of my people the words of prophecy. Prophecy means to say before, all right, what's getting ready to happen, which I will put in thy mouth, saith the Lord. Because remember, Amos, the 3rd chapter tells us the Lord revealed his secret unto his servants, the prophets. And the prophets going to go out there and speak the words of the Lord. Give it to you straight raw, right? What it is. Jumping down, verse 5, it says, behold, saith the Lord, I will bring plagues upon the world. So the Lord is telling you what he's getting ready to do. The sword, famine. Give me 1 second. Okay. The sword, famine, death, and destruction. Okay? That's what the Lord's getting ready to bring. And meanwhile, you got women talking about you got to fight for other men. You got to fight for me. You ain't got to worry about you got to worry about whatever how the hell does she put it. Let's play it back.
There's nothing a man should fear more than a woman who's comfortable being alone. You are now competing with me. You're not competing with other guys. I am good being alone. I am fine. So you have to be better than me. You have to make it so that I want to be with you instead of being with me. How are you going to do that?
Well, prophecy is going to do that. You know, these women are not going to be comfortable being alone for so long. All right. They're just not. Because they're not going to go out there and want to risk it looking for food. They're going to want a man to do it. But the scriptures say, hey, look, we ain't going to have to do that. Right? They're going to eat their own food, wear their own apparel. They're going to worry about their own food. They're just going to want the protection, man. So jumping down, this is 2 Ezra 15 and 14 says, woe to the world and them that dwell therein. This is a vision that Ezra seeing, the prophet Ezra. For the sword and their destruction draweth nigh, and one people shall stand up to fight against another with swords in their hands. You're starting to see that now down there in Texas. Okay. It says, verse 16, for there shall be sedition among men and invading one another, right? Speech causing people to rebel against the authorities. They should not regard their kings nor princes. And who are the local kings? Who are the kings and princes today? Your presidents, your mayors, your governors, your police chiefs, captains, things of that nature. And the course of action shall stand in their power. And a man shall desire to go in the city, and shall not be able, for because of their pride, the city shall be troubled, the house shall be destroyed, and men shall have no pity. A man shall have no pity upon his neighbor, but shall destroy their houses with the sword, and spoil their goods for the lack of bread and for great tribulation. See, this is what the Lord is bringing, man. And it's going to make you women cling on to a man of the Lord. And she looks all proud. Look how proud she looks.
A man should fear more than a woman who's comfortable being alone. You are now competing with me. You're not competing with other guys. I am good being alone. I am fine. So you have to be better than me. You have to make it so that I want to be with you instead of being with me. How are you going to do that?
Freaking end up, man. That's a woman of the tribes right there, man. You know, and that's how they think. That's how they think, yo. Oh, yeah, how about you? I was shy. Got something for him, man. It's Isaiah 32. Let's go ahead and end this on off. You know, need to speak no more on this. We know the prophecy is going to make these women cling to the men of the Lord. And we're going to have to pick it in that day. Thus saith the Lord, thus saith the Bible. This is Isaiah 32. Yeah, I'll read 2 and going down. It says, a man shall be as a hiding place from the wind. Wind represents destruction. And a covert from the tempest, as rivers of water in a dry place, as a shadow of a great rock in a weary land. So when these prophecies really start to hit Jacob's trouble, a man in the Lord is going to be a hiding place. Okay? Because we have the true hiding place, which is Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, starting with those names. We're not going to be calling on JC and all these other false idols and gods and things of that nature. Lord willing, be part of that number. To be the elect, we're going to call on Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, and we're going to be eating. Isaiah 65 and 13 comes to mind. Okay? Psalms 37 come to mind. Okay? So we're going to be well taken care of. The women going to come to us. Isaiah 32 and 9. Rise up, ye women that are at ease. Hear my voice, ye careless daughters. Give ear unto my speech. Many days and years shall ye be troubled, ye careless women. For the vintage shall fail, the gathering shall not come. Tremble, ye women that are at ease, but be troubled, ye careless ones. Strip you, make you bare. Girt sackcloth upon your loins. They shall lament for the teats, for the pleasant fields, for the fruit of the vine. And that's the times we're coming into, man, because these women, all right, the Lord's telling you to rise up because these women are definitely at ease. You see how comfortable she looks talking that BS, right? Who built these cities? Who built things for these women to be comfortable? The man did, right? And everything's gonna go back in order. Esau's gonna take away these gifts that make these women comfortable. All right, you're starting to see the police force. People are quitting the all-time high. Right, you ain't gonna be able to call 911 no more. It's gonna get ugly. It's gonna get ugly. Right? It's gonna get ugly, man. You're not gonna have these women snapping their necks and snapping their fingers about what can you do for me, all this, that, and the third. Nah, ain't gonna be none of that. Ain't gonna be no talking really. But anyways, that's all I have in that. That day is coming. Giving all praise, honor, and glory to Heavenly Father's only God and Son, Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem, and Kakadash. The waters are past house of your millstone. Rise up, ye women that are at ease. Shalom.